Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video is requested by Dark Haven123. In this video I'm going to be talking about the water divines. So this is a very specific group of divines that are all based around water. There's 12 in total. And I'm going to talk about each one, what they do, and also how they can be bred to one another to get other water-based divines. So the first one we ever had in the game was a snow. And snows come in a variety of colours, and what I mean by this is their name comes in a variety of colours, and this tells you what speciality it is. So whenever I'm talking about this, it's like what competitions it's good in, so what it's specialised in. And you can see that whenever you click on here. So Snow is a divine horse built for competitions. Each Snow has his name written in colour that characterises his speciality. And then it tells you. So this one, he is got orange, and you can tell that he is an expert in battle. And you can't sell Snows, but Snows can be bred to a divine horse called Mist. And Mist is a mare. So Mist, her skills change every day, so every time she wakes up she'll be better in one particular skill, and you can see it here. So one day she might be good in gallop, the next day it might be stamina. So she can reproduce with Snow to give birth to an ocean, and she's another one of the water-based divines that can't be sold. So once you breed a Snow and a Mist together, then you can get an ocean. So ocean will be born as a foal, and this one's an adult, so it's a different graphic. So he will inherit his power and also the ability to change his skills. So his skills will move around. And an ocean can't be sold, but the ocean can be bred to another type of water-based divine. And this one is Frost. So Frost is a very interesting one because you can visit her every day and defrost her, and then there's a chance you can win a Hypnos blanket. And if you're lucky enough, you might actually win a Frost eventually. So her skills change every day. Just like the way Mist would an ocean. So one day obviously she might be good at one particular one in one area, and you can breed her with ocean, giving birth to a unique foal called Snowflake. You can defrost Frost every day through her public profile page, so you don't have to own one to win a Hypnos blanket. On the first day of each month, when the website is updated, a Frost divine is given to one of the players who defrosted her during the previous month. This one can't be sold, so this is quite an interesting one. You have a chance of winning that if you go and defrost and a Frost at least once during that month. So then talking about Snowflake. So Snowflake is the son of Ocean and Frost. And he's one of my favourites because I think he's absolutely gorgeous. His skills change every day as well, depending on the temperature. So the game temperature. And the game temperature you'll be able to see up at the top right-hand corner of your screen. So the colder it is, the more powerful Snowflake becomes, and he's another one that can't be sold. And then we have the divine horse Rain, and she is a mare, and her skills will switch around as well. So you're starting to see sort of there's, some common ground here. A lot of these ones, their skills switch about. So her skills change every day, and she can breed once with a geezer to give birth to a unique foal called Cloud, which we'll come to in a moment. So Rain increases your crop yield. So this is one of the water divines that is VIP. Will give you a VIP based perk. Sorry, I can't even talk today. So she will improve your equestrian center crops for 5%. This does not apply to crops that are already grown when the horse is obtained. And if you're a VIP, she beds horses automatically when groomed. So I would have mentioned her before when I was talking about AP Hunter. She's a very nice horse to have for that purpose, and she can't be sold. But she will produce a foal called Cloud whenever she's bred with this guy called Geezer. So Geezer is the son of Cascade and Snowflake, which we'll come to in a moment. So the Snowflake that we were looking at a moment ago, he can be bred with Cascade to get this guy. So his skills are exceptional, switch around as well. Thanks to the heat that radiates from his body, he gives a 5% fertility per day to the meadows in your equestrian centre when they lie and fallow in any season, instead of 1% in spring and autumn. So he's very good for your EC meadows if you want to keep them high in fertility to keep your crop yields good. So he's very handy for that purpose. You're sort of seeing a few of them have benefits for your EC. So I'll quickly just show you Cascade. So here's Cascade, and she's the mare that you can breed with Snowflake to get him. So on the first day of every month when the website is updated, one Cascade is given to one of the players who logged in at least 20 days during the previous month. So this is one of those divines that you have a chance of getting, even if you don't own it. And her skills switch around as well. So she can be bred with Snowflake, and then you'll get, sorry, hold on, Cascade. We'll give you Geyser if you breed it with Snowflake. There we go. I'm just going to go back to Rain for a moment. So Rain can be bred with Geyser, as we were talking about, and whenever you breed Rain with Geyser, then you get this little guy called Cloud. So Cloud is the son of Rain and Geyser, and his skills switch around, and he's another one that can't be sold. So he doesn't really do anything. He doesn't give you VIP perks or anything like that. Then we'll move on to Dew. So Dew is a divine mare that can switch her skills around, and she can breed once with Cloud, and this will give birth to a foal called Wave. Now, if you've obtained all the divine horses, you can then breed Dew again for a second time with Cloud, and then you'll get a Brook instead. So I'm going to have a look at Wave, and then I'm going to have a look at Brook. So Wave, I've just closed the tab where I had Wave, so I'm just going to quickly go in here and get a Wave Divine to show you. So Wave, as you can see here, is the son of Dew and Cloud, and has extraordinary skills that change every day. So it's another one that skills switch around. I suppose they're quite handy, these sort of ones, if you need divines to help your competitions, maybe to win lots of Aquas and things like that. And then you've got Brook. So once you have all the other ones, then you can breed for Brook. And Brook is the son of Dew and Cloud, just like Wave, and you can only be born obviously once you have all the other ones. And the skills obviously switch around, and they're very good, but it can't be sold. So that is a little bit more about the water divines, and just to show you, how that kind of can form. So we know Ocean is the son of Mist and Snow, and then when it's bred with Frost, you get Snowflake, and then you can breed Cascade and Snowflake together to get Geyser, and then it goes on. So I can't show you an entire big massive family tree, but most of these in some way connect to one another. So I think that's the whole point, is they all seem to be very fluid in their skills, or skills switch around for most of them, and so forth. So that is a little bit about the water divines. Thank you to Dark Haven123 for requesting. Hope you love it. Bye guys.